This is a special podcast presentation from 700WLW.com. This is Casey Boland On Demand.
Casey Boland now from Hingle Capital Management. And we're getting the emails around here, Casey. It's open enrollment season. Time to look at your health savings plan. Well, health savings plan and your health plan overall. But a health savings account really comes in handy, especially if you have higher deductibles.
Definitely, because it's coming with a high deductible health plan, and more employers are actually almost forcing that as the only option that you can have. So the benefit of these plans is it works kind of like a Roth IRA account. We're able to set money aside, and the neat thing about it is it can be invested, but you get a tax deduction, unlike the Roth IRA, for setting the money aside. And like a Roth, it's completely tax-free if used in the future for health-related expenses.
All right, then what are the limits on how much you can put aside?
Okay, for next year, for 2016, an individual can contribute $3,350 a year. For family, you can contribute $6,750. And if you're over age 55, you can contribute an additional $1,000 a year. But again, it's tax-free growth of your money and has to be used for qualified medical expenses.
So you could actually, if you're starting now, let's say you're in your 30s, 40s, whatever, and you're planning on using this money largely for retirement, you could build a decent nest egg between now and then.
Yeah, you really could. And let's say you set aside $1,000 a year for the next 25 years. You're in your 40s right now, and you're going to set aside a little each time. You could accumulate close to $63,000 by age 65. That could be a really nice chunk of money. That could be used for qualified expenses that are related to health care, because we know we're going to have them.
Plus the savings on taxable income now.
Yes, so you're going to get a benefit in saving and putting aside the tax dollars now, but also a huge benefit down the road, and that's just $1,000 a year.
And that's fine, but if you're somebody who's thinking you might be using this for medical expenses for your kids, say in the next few years, there's a different way to handle it.
Yeah, you don't want to invest the money if it's just dollars you're going to set aside, immediately use. They have a money market option. That's where you need to put the money. But if it's geared to be long-term, don't just let it accumulate in cash. Again, let this invest kind of like a Roth IRA. Look for the investment options that they have to harness to be able to grow.
Makes sense to me. Casey Boland, Hingle Capital Management, thanks so much for your time.